Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting ComicGories Winter Olympics event. We are here in ComicGories Stadium, and I'm joined as always by JP Budget collecting the Commentary King.
Hey, John, what's going on, sir?
I am very excited for this event. This was an event that I had a lot of excitement about because not a lot of collectors could play in this event.
It was definitely one of our more interesting ideas. I feel like, this whole, I think it's harder than just we did the long distance run for the Summer Olympics. I think this is harder because it's 2 runs. You got to know them both. And then you kind of set your fate on that first choice because you got to go back and forth. You got to go jump. If you're doing ASM, you got to jump to X-Men. You got to jump back for your books. So this should be interesting.
Yeah.
I think we got some competitors that are up to the challenge tonight for sure.
We definitely do. So we're talking about the comic book slalom. In this event, athletes need to have 2 separate runs of comics and alternate between them every single round. So if they start with Amazing Spider-Man, they need to alternate to their other choice for the second pick and then back and forth all the way through the night. And to JP's point, that means that first round, deciding what you will play makes a big difference. And of course, when they get into the finals, they can start all over again. That first pick in the finals allows them to alternate the other direction if they so choose. Lots of challenges here for these athletes in these early choices. They also get their pass if they want to use it.
Yes.
JP's in charge of the at-home edition, meaning if you would like to show us what books you might have played alongside these athletes, you can send them to ComicGories on Instagram.
Yeah, and if you're if you want to try the challenge playing at home tonight of just picking for 2 runs, obviously we can't hold you to that if you're just sitting in books, but I challenge you to try to do it. Let's see if you can just pick 2 runs and alternate between them as you go through tonight's at home if you're playing along.
Absolutely, because you could try to push yourself like these incredible athletes, and that's kind of what I was going for here, Simeon. And I like to play it up a little bit.
I don't have a cool old school headset like that.
my gamer headset.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about these amazing athletes we got tonight, representing, of course, Amazing Spider-Man. A run this athlete recently completed.
Yes.
So congrats for that. And Superman Volume 2, we have the one and only Mr. Comics 89.
What's going on, man?
Guys, you got to help me. I just completed my ASM run. My wife got me some health insurance. I'm worried I'm not going to make it.
I just want you to be careful with these issues. You've only had some of them for a short time. I really wouldn't want any accidents.
Yes. Yeah. So just completed my ASM run. So naturally, I'm going to go with the biggest bullet I have to go to war with, and that's ASM Volume 1. So 441 issues, plenty to choose from.
And you've got some fans in the chat, some people here to cheer you on. Was there ever a choice of any other run? Because I kind of feel like you are the Spider-Man, Superman guy.
That is ultimately. I flirted with Fantastic Four. I flirted with other things. Like I go with the CLZ app and I go, okay, most books. Let's see. I have to go this way. But I'm like, well, ASM gonna be there. But yeah, ultimately, I think I had no choice. I am Spider-Man. Spider-Man is who I am as an adult, and Superman was who I was as a kid. This is these 2 characters book in my life.
Very cool.
So.
Awesome. Great choice. And you are going against another fierce collector, and he has decided to throw down some old school Silver Age stuff to go with you. Not only is he playing Journey into Mystery, the original 4 run, but he is also going with Fantastic Four Volume 1. He is throwing Marvel on you. We're talking about Rob Wurst from Not Near Mint.
Rob.
Hello, everybody. And hello out there, Brittany. If you wind up taking this kind gentleman over here out on a vacation on a cruise and he somehow falls overboard, they usually don't search for people. And I'm very amicable.
I don't know. She hit the bottom of the barrel with me.
Rob's going right for the,
But just when you think you hit the bottom of the barrel, you meet Rob Wurst and you find out there's a whole nother barrel.
Yeah, it's the worst option out there, apparently.
You know it.
So some people in the chat really appreciating the selections that you made. And I thought really going after the Journey into Mystery was a brave, exciting choice. What made you go with Journey into Mystery?
Because I recently just came into a whole lot of Journey into the Mystery.
Is it a Thor thing, or is it a just love the entire run?
I love the whole run. I love the prototype type characters of like the well, we'll call him Zemnu the Titan. He has no mouth and he is mean. People like that. I love the whole run. That it starts off Marvel before Marvel was Marvel. So of course I love the history.
Right. Well, the two of them are going head to head, but we also have two other contestants who are going head to head and looking for that gold medal. First up, we have my man. He's playing the only person playing two DC titles tonight. Of course, he had to be playing some Batman and some Green Lantern, the one and only Carson C. Woodard. What is going on?
What's up? Thanks for having me, guys. I had a feeling I would be the only one picking double DC here, and here we are. Yep, just sitting here. I guess we're athletes, just working out here, so getting the guns ready for ComicGories here. And yeah, I don't know why I picked Green Lantern, because I forgot to look up another run when John asked me last week. So I'm like, I'm going with Green Lantern. Let's do it. And then Batman. Pretty much I've just been collecting Batman as long as I've been collecting. So I've amassed 2 short boxes of it. So I'm ready to have some fun, dig out some books.
Well, obviously, Batman, very universal. Hot right now with the movie coming out. I think that's a pretty safe bet. Green Lantern is the risky, exciting one. I'm a Green Lantern fan.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
What made you go that route?
Well, a few years ago, like I just started collecting all the Silver Age Green Lantern and that Bronze Age, the birth of the Bronze Age with Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams, and I've always just really liked the covers and the stories within. So I just I may as well be a little bit different and go Green Lantern, because it was either that or Ninja Turtles. And like I was telling you guys in the off-air before, if I have one person who likes Kevin Eastman out there, that's probably about it. I wouldn't be able to diversify outside of that, because I get all the B covers for the current stuff, and obviously did the old stuff too. So that was my alternate pick.
Well, it looks like you got Dave Thomas cheering those choices on in the chat as far as the age of those comics, for sure.
First one's gonna be modern.
You have a very hardcore competitor, somebody who has been playing on The Hunt. He's been on this show a bunch. We got the original macho man of this comic community, and he's not only playing my favorite run, that Uncanny X-Men, but he's also really risking it all with the bold DC choice of the Spirit. We're talking about Comic Head 84.
That's right. Practicing my slalom, y'all. Practicing my slalom.
Your snow's melted. Like your chances of winning.
Good to be here, guys. Been training hard. A couple, rounds of EPO, creatine. I'm ready.
Now, Kenny, you and I, we've talked X-Men a ton. Fans of that original Uncanny run. I feel like that was a simple choice for you choosing that one, right?
Yeah, X-Men's near and dear to my heart. My X-Men run is stacked. So, I had to go there, and there's, Cockrum, Byrne, you name it. I don't think X-Men's going to lead me astray.
Then you went risky with your second pick, which I love the choice, the Spirit. Where was your thinking on that one?
Well, I live dangerously. I collect dangerously. And I said, I got a lot of faith in my X-Men run. And I said, for the second one, I wanted to go something a little quirky, a little different, and I'm hoping that maybe the quirk factor is going to have the chat show me some. But on top of that, it is stacked with some of my favorite artists. This is a run which, by the way, it is dangerous because it's a 32 issue run, brother.
Right.
So that's it. I mean, I got the full run, but it's a short list. But it's stacked with the likes of Darwin Cook, Brian Boland, Joe Kubert, Bruce Timm, brother. It's a murderer's row. So I don't think they're gonna let me down either.
Biggie saying you didn't run that choice by him, but you can't. Your coach can't teach you everything. Some stuff you got to do on your own.
That's right.
I have to spread my wings.
What's up, Alex, the comic hoarder vet of this show? Good to see you. Good, thank you for coming by, my man. Metarock saying, never been done before, I'm sure. I mean, but that's why you're here watching the show tonight. So huge thank you to these panelists. Down below, I have the links to all their YouTube channels. Some of them really close to some really great milestones in their YouTube. So please check it out. Give them a subscription and support them for hanging out here with us. Are you guys ready to see your ComicGories? JP worked really hard on these. This was a complicated set to choose from.
It was a little bit, because I wanted to give you guys, knowing that you were going to have to go back and forth, I wanted to make sure they were solid, and you all had superhero-related books. They were solid categories, but not easy, but not, overly difficult. So we'll see. You guys will be cursing me here in just a moment, but
yeah,
the way this goes.
all superheroes, no indies. So there was a lot of discussion, from JP about what are classic superhero tropes. So let's see if he found some great ones for you.
Bring it on.
All right, here we go. First up, we got underrated villain, alternate costume, supporting character cover, looking for a close-up cover, hero versus hero, battered and bruised. I've never seen that cover. Cluttered cover, and then, of course, chat's choice, always one of our ComicGories here, where we let the chat choose one of the choices. So,
what's up, Wolf Blitz? Thanks for coming by, my man. Yeah, so this is ComicGories. I didn't really spend time explaining the rules. I'll do that, real quickly, I guess. 30-second timer. These guys are going to have randomly selected a category from comics. They're going to have to find a book in their collection. Then they're going to have to alternate the next time around to the other run that they have selected until we finish round one. Then if they survive, make it to round two, they can choose where they want to start that run, that round. They have one pass tonight. At some point, they can skip a ComicGory that comes up. And this first ComicGory, I think, is hugely important. We mentioned it before we went live, mentioned it earlier. The idea that whatever they choose here dictates these first premier playoff rounds, how they go category to category in their own runs.
All right. You guys, they seem to have taken these pretty well. I didn't get any, what the heck looks, so maybe,
Big
it's a family show.
Is liking these.
All right.
Oh, well, by the way, Paul, I hope you feel better. I know you just had, I think, knee surgery recently. I hope you're feeling better, man.
Yeah,
I feel better.
Sure. As always, we randomize these 3 times. Are you guys ready to see your first ComicGory?
Yeah.
Here we go. 1. Oh, nope, it didn't do it. Hang on. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
It really wanted
hero
that one.
Versus hero on our first ComicGory. You guys got any? This seems like a pretty classic thing, particularly if you drop back to some of these silver and bronze age. They love to pit heroes against each other. Runs that you guys got. Do you guys have any questions about
lots of comics should involve 2 heroes, potentially having a misunderstanding of some kind. It's a pretty classic trope.
Okay.
Anyone have a thought or question on these?
All
right. Everybody want to play this one? All right. Now the question goes, which runs are we starting off with? So, Matt, what are you going with for your first?
Well, no issues are popping into my head for ASM, but I think I have the perfect section of my Superman run that would fit hero versus hero.
So he's rolling with Superman. Rob, what are you thinking?
Fantastic Four.
Ooh, okay. Carson?
I think I'm going to have to go Batman.
He's going with Batman. Okay, Comic Head.
This will be an X-Men round.
Oh, all right. So this is a 30-second round. They're looking for their best hero versus hero cover, and that time starts now. Here we go.
Rob set the camera off.
Hey, as long as he gets back in time, he still has 22 seconds. Ooh, and Carson is ready. Rob is ready. Wow.
Ready 10 seconds.
15 seconds left, and it looks like Matt's got something. Still got 10,
I see part of
9,
Kenny.
8, 7,
Oh, no.
6,
There he is. I
5.
saw
There he
Booker's
is. Look at him.
Hey,
Cool as
Kenny.
can be. 2. Matt, you ready?
hand.
And 1. Ooh, look at he's got the goggles back.
He is ready to go.
Wow. All right, so Group A is going to be Rob and Mr. Comics 89 Matt. So I'm going to put Kenny backstage, and I'm going to put Carson backstage. And alphabetically, Mr. Comics is before Not Near Mid. So Matt, you're going first with your hero versus hero cover.
Awesome. I don't usually win that toss up. This is my favorite. This book here belongs to my favorite arc of Superman ever. I mean, these are my favorite books. And ironically, too, it was the first story arc I completed. It was the first goal I reached was completing the book, every single issue in this arc. It is Superman number 80. And yes, Cyborg Superman turns out to be a bad guy. But at the time period, it was a confusion of who is the real Superman. So it's hero versus hero, Eradicator versus Cyborg Superman.
Man, I read that run like crazy. Every time you saw these different Supermans battling one another, very exciting stuff. Look at that great explosion in the background.
Cyborg Superman was one of my favorites, I think. It's just a shame he had to be the bad guy.
Well, he looked like the Terminator, so you kind of had to feel like maybe they would go that route, but you just didn't know. That was the excitement at the time. You didn't know.
Yeah.
Very thrilling. Okay, well, let's see what Rob Wurst got from Fantastic Four for hero versus hero.
Hey, it was very cute watching two villains fight one another, wasn't it? Wouldn't it be better watching two actual heroes? I mean, one of them kind of destroys a lot of crap whenever he helps people, but, come to think of it, so does the other guy. But they're both considered heroes. Thing versus the Hulk in Fantastic Four issue number 112 from 1971. John Buscema art, written by Stan Lee, one of his last issues, writing the title.
That's such a great. I love the simple black background on this cover, man.
Classic Hulk versus Thing for sure.
Oh my gosh.
And they're actual heroes, and they usually stay that way, except for like Immortal Hulk or whenever Thing kind of loses his Thing shape, and he's like, now I'm pissed, then I'm Ben Grimm again. I want to be Rocky.
Well, you know what Harvey Dent says: you either die a hero or you live to see yourself become the villain. Just saying.
There's a lot of love. I'm going to drop in the link in the chat. You guys got to click the link and let us know who won. Is it that Fantastic Four from Rob Wurst, Not Near Mint, or did Matt, Mr. Comics 89, win with that Superman versus Superman?
Don't
just
forget
give
to
me some
vote
love.
for the
Give me
person
some
that has the black covers. The slick.
Come on, they put me up against Rob. They obviously done, give me some love. The underdog. Come on.
You could have picked
Every
Superman
single
Volume
time I'm on this
1.
show, they give me 3 Titans and going, who do we pick?
I was
for
going
the
to.
defender?
There's 4 Titans on tonight.
I was gonna
4
say,
absolute
you have
thunder
the entire
Titans going on
ASM run.
tonight.
How are you not a Titan of collecting?
You always underestimate yourself.
I mean, you have a lot of great series.
I mean,
You just
Jurgens
pick one
versus
that started
Buscema.
in
This is
the
a solid
80s.
matchup.
Yeah, I mean, these are two great covers.
Come on, this guy would kick Hulk
At
and
the-
Thing's ass all day
At
long.
the time, we thought they were both heroes, and
Oh,
Well,
that would just
that way-
piss off Hulk that much more if you shocked him.
Anyone could have a plain, boring
him
ass
from my
background. I
eye.
got action in the background here. They just ran out of creativity in that cover.
You knew that when the second these two Titans hit, there is nothing left to be on that cover. So they left it a black
Titans.
cover.
Both have super in the name. Just saying.
These don't have to advertise. They just know that they're badasses.
Thank you, Biggie.
Biggie Shack. Very exciting. Worst
I
could
pat
sell
myself on the
ketchup popsicle to a lady in white gloves.
Yeah.
Classic. All right, well, let's check who won round 1 here in this slalom matchup for Group A. Rob Wurst versus Mr. Comics 89. And it's Rob Wurst.
it's definitely a classic hero versus hero cover right there that he chose.
Well,
so.
to be fair, Matt's going to be playing ASM next, and we know he's going to win.
But let's find out what we have from our other players now. We'll jump over to the other crew here. And Seawood versus Comic Head. Comic Head barely beats out the alphabetizing there, and he's going to go first with his hero versus hero cover.
Hero versus hero cover. You know, in Uncanny X-Men, there was a plethora of choices. X-Men 100 comes to mind, the classic Clash. There's all kind of choices. I didn't go for the low-hanging fruit. I always, I had to go with my gut. And for me, 121, brother.
Ooh.
Team America versus Team Canada. They're both on the right side of history. They're both fighting the good fight. But there they are. Vindicator, Cyclops, Sasquatch, Colossus. Perfect matchups, too, by the way. Note the matchups. Storm versus
Snowbird. Yeah, that's a good matchup.
Squatch and Colossus, Vindicator. And I've always just loved like the snow storming in the background. Just like it looks like they're fighting inside of a snow tornado blizzard. It's intense, it's action-packed, and it is way more exciting than anything Seawood can produce.
I mean, to Bake the Snake's point, he's playing with special gear to protect himself while he's going.
And
through
it's
these
snow
hangars.
gear.
Yeah,
I have to get my snow gear out for this one.
You're like
Winter Olympic theme.
You're one fur hoodie away from being Han Solo there. All right, well, let's see what Carson's got from the Batman run from his hero versus hero cover.
You know, I figured picking Batman and being on this show, I'd start to pick the older stuff. But when you put hero versus hero, there is one cover that stuck out in my mind. And actually, there's another copy on that wall I didn't have to take down because I got this one, Batman 612. Batman versus Superman. When
Oh my gosh.
Classic.
Poison Ivy, she just
Jim
had her
Lee.
ways with Superman, turn her against Batman. Classic Hush issue right here.
Right? That Jim Lee art is so freaking good.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. I remember buying that off the shelf and just couldn't wait to get home and read it, man.
Yeah, this is one of the first books. Well, more precisely, that one up there was one of the first books I bought when I restarted collecting back in 03, 04, basically. So I've always really liked this whole run, especially this cover.
I mean, masterpiece. Oh man, this is a tough showdown, folks. I'm dropping the link in the chat. Did Comic Head's Uncanny X-Men Alpha Flight matchup beat Batman versus Superman, or did Carson lay it on the line?
This is tough. You got the classic Jim Lee art, two classic characters, but I love the dynamic nature of the fight going on that X-Men cover. Multiple matchups. Those are two really great hero versus hero covers. You guys crush this, so it'll be interesting to see what the chat goes with.
Yeah.
With J Hood, this is a tough choice.
I agree. Metarog's saying the same thing. And I own both of these books. I don't know what I would pick. I love the blizzard background you mentioned too, the storm going on there. But man, that Superman pose, he just looks like he's made of like solid steel. Look at him. That is a tricky one. So you are the chat, you are the deciders. Make sure you're the East and West German judges. You got to get in there and drop a comment or click on one of these two gentlemen's books here.
A blasphemous pick, though. Your hero's getting choked out like a chump on his own book.
I would say, Batman comes back, but I was one of those guys who always wanted to root for Superman, especially like growing up reading Dark Knight Returns. I'm just like, come on, it's Superman, because that was the first guy I collected. So when I saw this, I'm like, yeah, that's more like it.
Kenny's slowly evolving into Macho Man. It's happening.
Won't let it happen. Won't let it happen. No way.
Now, when I first saw those goggles, I'm like, please tell me those are like official Macho Man ones.
That would be fantastic. All right, so let's see who won round one in Group B for the slalom. Kenny versus Carson. The winner is Kenny by 3.
Wow, very nice.
The chat very much split on that one. Let's bring everybody else in and see what some of the at-home people might have been playing.
So, shockingly, George found the way to work in Scarlet Spider. You're wrong.
Unsurprising.
Simon R. with a little Spider-Man versus Moon Knight.
Very good cover.
Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Magic Lasso having Dazzler take on the rest of the X-Men here. Wolverine and Colossus.
Is he playing the Dazzler run as his number 1?
I'm thinking he's going to be playing the Dazzler.
That is a bold at home. That's a bold decision.
No, I expect to see Dazzler in here in another round or so. We got X-Men versus the Avengers.
Wow. That was a
Captain
great,
America and Wolverine.
great
and,
miniseries, but that's a 4-issue mini. That does not leave you a lot of choices.
no.
Very bold strategies. Very bold
Sometimes
strategies.
they might not be playing the 2 runs.
No, they might not. I was expecting this.
And
Travis, my
went with a
man,
what if?
he is the what if king, so I was not surprised that he would have some
A
of
little
these.
Storm versus Wolverine. So
Yep.
I think we scared a bunch of them off by asking them to do the 2
Yeah,
runs.
it's okay.
We didn't get very many at home this time.
Well, now we have an extra 5 seconds. Can we play round 1 again? I found a better cover.
All right.
So that was round 1, folks. Let's see what these contestants might have in
What
round
we
2.
get this time.
Bring it.
1, 2, 3. Cluttered cover.
Man,
We're looking
it
for
wanted that
something-
underrated villain again.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Cluttered
cluttered cover. We're looking for something that you can define cluttered your own way. Maybe there's lots of characters. Maybe there's multiple panels. Maybe just a lot going on these covers. We're looking for something with a lot of action, a lot of things, different aspects going on. You guys have any questions about cluttered cover?
Obviously,
Nope.
some of those Silver Age books put word balloons all over the place, word bubbles and boxes all over the place. So however you want to sell it as a cluttered cover could be a possibility. Does anybody feel like passing on this one?
Right. So we got Kitty going with the Spirit. We got Seawood with a little Green Lantern. We got Mr. Comics 89 with ASM and Rob with Journey into Mystery. So
Ooh,
if
big
ever
kid.
X-Men 94 was good for something, right now would be it.
Hey, it's good for lots of things. That's a banger right there, as Biggie
I
would say. All right, so gentlemen, we're looking for your best cluttered cover. You're going to have 30 seconds to find it, and that time starts now. I was hoping that underrated villain might pop its head, but it's dodging the bullet every time.
It is dodging the bullet so far. And, I was curious if this one might get passed, particularly with Kenny only having 32 books from the Spirit.
I know, 15 seconds left, Kenny. It's tricky, very tricky. And we're down to 10, 9,
waiting for
8,
Rob.
7,
Rob.
6. Carson, you got something?
There he is.
5. Okay, he's good. He's ready.
All right.
2. Everybody's good.
Everybody is back and ready.
All right. So this time we're going with Group B first, right? So I'm dropping Matt backstage, and I'm dropping Rob backstage. So this time Carson is going first with his cluttered cover from Green Lantern.
Well, lucky for me, I didn't have a cover in mind this time, but all I know is Green Lantern 200. It's got a lot of Green Lanterns on it because the Green Lantern Corps is one of the biggest corps in all of the universe. So I dare anybody out there to count all the rings on that cover.
That is packed. Look at the background, how busy that is, man.
Yeah, there is. That's a cool cover. I had never seen that
Yeah.
I've
cover.
never seen it either.
Yeah.
Dang. And yeah, look at all the
Like all the
lanterns.
fists just in the
fists
air
in
with the
air.
ring.
Holy cow. Biggie Shack already upset with Comic Head on that comment.
Of course I have it.
Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out. All right, so there you go. Green Lantern 200. All right. Let's see what Comic Head 84's got.
I knew the Spirit Run was not going to let me down. I knew Darwin Cook was not going to let me down. Spirit number 6.
Oh, cool.
Spirit in the middle of a barroom brawl.
Wow.
Imagine more cluttered, claustrophobic bar fight than what we're seeing right here. There's a bottle getting smashed on his head. There's people every which way, every square inch of this cover.
Love
is
the ice
filled.
cubes flying.
Right?
There's all kind of, there's the chick's fishnets wrapped around you. There's all kind of hidden gems that you find as you look through because it's just so dang cluttered.
All right, chat, you've got to decide. I'm dropping the link. Did Carson come back strong with that amazing Green Lantern cover? Was he able to shut it out? Was Comic Head 84 able to bring the spirit? You got to let us know.
Does it count that I probably found this book in clutter? Sorry, I had to.
This is exciting, man. I don't know. These were two phenomenal, great cluttered covers.
Yeah, they got both of them got so much going on. Just really excellent choices. And neither cover had I ever seen before. So there you go.
I was going to say the same thing.
Me and Carson, that's all I know.
That's a really cool Spirit cover, man. I thought about starting to collect that run, actually.
Yeah, it's good. Good read,
Every
too.
book you've shown me from that run is really cool. Like you are right, Kitty, in the fact that it has some really good covers in that whole run. So
Kiki Mauber says she thinks it's organized clutter. That's what she's thinking. Organized clutter.
Well, that's a good word for it. We'll stick with that. I like
Oh,
it.
did I drop the wrong link, my brother? Did I drop the wrong link? No, I think I did drop the right one. Let me copy that link again. Wrong poll is what Biggie says. Should I drop that?
let me click and
I'll drop it again. Did I screw it up? I don't think I did.
I got the one I clicked on came up with.
Okay.
The right one.
Redacted his comment.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Biggie. I appreciate you watching out, man. Always supporting, man.
Yeah.
Spirit versus Green Lantern. I never could have predicted this. Never could have predicted it.
I just love these two choices.
Right? Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was when we did the long distance run and what we had the Aquaman and the Wonder Woman. We had just some great book runs we didn't expect. And this is
right.
I love that you guys went with a little bit off the wall, not runs that people would typically think to use. So.
That's why they're the pros, man. That's why they're the professional athletes here.
Great.
Don't try this at home. Or maybe you should. That's part of the game. The show.
Just anybody can pull a Spirit run.
Yeah, actually, you should try it at home.
Well, let's see who won. This was round 2 for Group B, Kenny versus Carson. The winner was Carson by 1.
1 vote.
Holy cow!
First in the final round.
Nail biter. Yikes! Holy cow! Well, very exciting though. They're going to a playoff round. They're going back to their round 1 options here. So while they're backstage sweating, let's bring in Rob and let's bring in Matt and let's see. This time around, Rob Worst is going first with his cluttered cover.
Oh well, I
didn't pick a book.
Cluttered cover. I better get rid of the cluttered crap that I just ate today. Don't eat fast food, people. It's nasty. So
Don't eat. Yeah, I try not to eat any people, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, if they're fried and they taste like gods, I mean, this is such a cluttered cover. But if you wound up, butchering them up and frying them up, like Gore, the God Butcher, he doesn't appear in this issue. But if you wind up filleting them, I'm sure they'd taste just like.
So let's see. We got Thor, Hercules. We got a little Loki. It looks like on there. Who else? Got all kinds.
Is it really cluttered when half the characters are Thor?
I was gonna say it's a ton of Thor. It's busy with Thor.
Is that Thor versus Thor in the middle?
So busy. I mean, you have the first appearance of Hercules, the first Zeus. You have some reprints going on. They have to tell you everything that's going on in the story because they're afraid to death you might not buy this.
Jordan's wondering if we're interrupting your dinner. He's a
It's an
professional
annual.
athlete. He's trying to stay hydrated. That's what it's all about. Paul saying, bring in the heat. Well, let's just see, because you never know. That ASM run's coming now. So let's see what Matt's got in store for us.
I mean, that's not really crowded at all. It's like half Thor is half the people on there. It's like, and it's an annual. Annuals are important. We all know this. Anyway, in a way, I'm glad I picked Superman to go first because I can think of a better cover to do than this, and so that was an annual. This one's a milestone, and what better milestone than ASM 100? Now that is a cluttered cover.
Wow, such a great background, so packed with people.
And you should see this see this in a negative filter. Those characters really really pop up when it's a negative picture.
Wow,
very cool.
It's like John Romita Jr. said, "Hey, Neil Adams, look, I can do that too. Only I can't do the same detail in the face. I'll just make it all black."
Everyone watching, you need to ask yourself one question: do you love Romita or not? Just saying.
Wow. Well, that's incredibly exciting, this matchup. And Marvel showdown here. ASM versus Journey into Mystery. I believe I've got the link here. We're going to drop it into the chat. You guys got to decide at home who has the best cluttered cover. Did Rob Worst close it out with that Thor, or did Mr. Comics 89 come back strong with that ASM?
I mean, here, from a distance, let's pull them back and see which one looks more like Color and Vomit together. I can still see what's going on that Spider-Man cover. This is a blob of crap.
You want to see Vomit? Look at the calligraphy of Thor. Now this is pretty calligraphy. Just,
it's a
Thor
copy
just
and
looks like,
paste photo stat.
how dare you insult Stan and Ramita?
Hey, I have nothing but things to say about Stan Lee.
You won't cry too much when this one beats you.
I'd cry if I had feelings anymore.
I would.
As an athlete, you got to push that way down.
Gotta push him down.
I thought it was.
Yeah, there's no crying in comics, only in baseball. Wait, no, not even in baseball. There's no crying in comics or baseball. Only when you read the damn things.
Always
and
crying.
it usually has Saga in the title.
Thor's just a second. Thor's just a second-rate god. He's not even a big god. He's just a little one. So.
Oh, blasphemy!
Paul saying he wants Rob's book for his collection, but chose Matt's for the clutter and chaos.
Thank you, Matt.
All right. D Runk is asking for it. The results are in. He's like, who is the winner here? Rob versus Matt. Second round goes to Mr. Comics 89.
Hey. Congratulations. That's fair.
Thank you. Now, if I lose, I can blame Superman.
Well, Kenny, it looks like your camera's not connected anymore. I can't add you back to the stream, but we'll check in with some of the at-home versions for this round and see what's going on. Oh, you're muted, JP, but Metamorpho. You're still muted, JP.
He was rendered speechless by my book.
Oh, there he is. Kenny's back.
There we go. I'm not used to streaming on my phone.
It's all good.
Kenny.
JP, you're still muted. What's going on there, man? Did I mute you?
Yes.
I can't mute you, can I?
Maybe.
I'm muted because the dog is barking. So
okay. Sorry. You want me to talk? Okay, I'll do it. Okay.
I thought
we got
JP
what
was
if from. We got Travis with another awesome what if with a Hydra. Magic Lasso Justice League.
Nice.
That is a cluttered cover. Lots going on there. Steven Spock going with some ASM as well. Hoping that the Sinister Six will be enough to clutter that cover up. Simon R with Spider-Man and Captain Marvel and Marvel Team Up would be a fun run. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And Luke's Comics with some World War Hulk. That's a busy cover. That is a busy cover. It is a cluttered book. X-Men, yeah, you know what? I really hate that cover. God, in the bike, it's even got the 10-speed racer logo across the top.
I kind of like that, actually.
I love those banners in a nostalgic kind of way, but man, does that clutter up that book.
I mean, I like it better than the checkerboard of the DC books. I mean, that was like,
oh, come on, what blasphemy!
I'm not playing
DC
checkers. I don't want to see it on the book.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Every time I grab one of those, I'm like, that's just beautiful. But let's see. Okay, final round here. We're doing playoff rounds for everybody.
Let's do it.
You're still muted, JP. Sorry, I put you back on mute. You want me to unmute you?
Womp womp.
Very good, buddy. I got you. Oh, we got fans in the crowd, not happy.
All right, so we ended up with close-up cover on the third one there.
All right.
Still barking. That's why I was on you.
It's all right. It's all right. So close-up cover can mean a lot of things. It doesn't necessarily have to be a face, just a close-up of something, looking closely in at something. We've gone from a cluttered cover with lots of things to a close-up, right? Zooming in. Does anyone have any questions on close-up cover?
Close-up cover, eh? Okay.
Doing fantastic.
I'm prepared to ride.
Anybody want to pass on this one? As a reminder, this is a playoff round. Playoff rounds give you an extra 15 seconds. So you got 45 seconds to hunt for this bad boy. Everybody feeling good on this one?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Everybody's nodding. So this is a 45-second round. Contestants looking for their best close-up cover, and that time starts now. Here we
That's
go.
hard to get the moment. So unmute.
It's all right. It's all right. Fans in the crowd, you know what they're cheering for. Some people talking about that checkerboard comment may affect some voting. I don't know. 30 seconds left for Matt to decide.
Back to biting, knocking on checkerboards. We'll see.
Scott, they might get extra points if the close-up is of a rear end. They still have 20 seconds to make that decision. Alex saying, Biggie, you could play your Golden Age Superman. There you go. 15 seconds still left on the clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Rob, we just need to see you. There he is. Everybody has something in their hands. There we go.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna take a second to put a fresh bagging board on it because I don't want to get judged by a wrinkly bag. I'm not with that.
And for the record, I don't hate.
Bag.
And for the record, I don't hate the checkerboards. I just out of the list of my favorites, it doesn't rank the top.
There you go. Well, you're gonna get a chance to tell everybody all about it because Kenny's going backstage and Carson's going backstage, and alphabetically, Matt, you are going first with your close-up cover.
Well, I'm going for D. Runk's support. I think he also likes the character. So, I mean, I found this book twice now in the wild, and I just absolutely love it. And who doesn't love some shiny goodness? This is Superman number 82.
Oof.
A very close-up of Cyborg Superman. Just too bad Superman had to get in the way. But
you can't stop the super mullet.
Yeah, the mullet takes all apparently. But this is about as close up as you're gonna get on one of my Superman books for here. So, vote for the shiny. Vote for the shiny.
That is a great close up and a great character, like you mentioned earlier. Classic 90s character all the way.
Yeah,
very much so.
All right, let's see what we got here from Rob Worst.
I don't know how to beat that. That's
not a close up.
It's a close up of the Watcher.
Fantastic Four, Galactus.
Close up. You didn't ask for who.
We got the giant baby.
Giant baby.
Planned Fantastic Four Galactus cover. Ooh, man. Now, remember, folks, it's not about the value. It's about the cover, right? We're talking about the giant baby head cover.
Giant baby man.
Yeah.
And if we were going for a horror cover, I mean, that's freaking horrific, man.
Exactly, Bake. That should take away votes right there. No one wants the underwear shot.
You can't really see up the top.
You're not supposed to look up there. Only the Watcher watches the Watcher. You don't watch under the Watcher.
Then stop tilting it that way.
You're looking.
Oh man. Well, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, folks. You got to decide.
Better, but it's
Who
and
are
honestly,
in the finals? Who has the better close-up?
And Rob, this is a better close-up. I'm just saying. That's so why didn't you go that way? I'm just saying.
You had it right there. Holy cow.
Ready for that.
But that's closer than yours, so I'm just saying.
Just a little closer.
Yeah.
Jordan saying, giant baby.
Well, you know what they said in Moana? I'd rather be shiny.
Hey, this is shiny. It's in Mylar, and you can look up his skirt.
I have a love-hate relationship with Mylar. It cracks, it breaks easier than my son telling a lie.
Oh.
Is it a
Don't forget to
close-up?
vote, everybody. It's close.
Good question. Is it a close-up or is it Watcher's actual size?
He's just standing closer than the rest of them. The only thing big about him is his forehead.
His feet aren't in the panel, and it's not because it was trimmed, although it might have been.
Oh, man.
Look at them thighs.
All right, well, let's find out who won this finals round. Who's going to be playing for the gold medal? Is it Rob Worst with that Fantastic Four or Mr. Comics 89 with that Superman? Oh, my gosh, Rob by 1.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Well, if I win anything tonight,
This is the
Hey!
new.
Even again.
I know
Don't
it's
keep
the
voting.
new. It's the new straw poll. It updates live. It's got live results, but it doesn't matter because when
Who hasn't voted?
It,
Who wants this book?
what's this book?
Whatever I win, I'm donating it to Doctors Without Borders for the Ukrainian crisis. So I don't even want the money or the prize.
And I'm donating this book to the winning vote. No.
I'm trying to change the results there.
Yep, those live results were happening while we were watching, but when I went to it, sorry, Matt, you had lost. Appreciate you playing, my man. The link to Mr. Comics 89 is down below. We are not starting back over for you, Jimmy, the geek aficionado. Make sure that you've subscribed, and we will see Matt again soon. You can be in the chat and you can vote.
Matt, I am very envious of your ASM collection. I would trade that all for like my certain things.
And Rob,
None of what I should tonight.
Rob, I got one thing to say to you. You're fired as the voice of the knockout.
Oh man. All right, let's drop these guys backstage. Let's bring in Mr. Comic Head 84 and Mr. Carson C. Wood 19. Comic Head, you're going first in this final round.
There was only one book that I could pull. One came to mind that I know would nail the close-up cover. That's Uncanny 213. Camera pulled in tight. Close-up of the classic. One of the most age-old rivalries in comics. Sabretooth v. Wolverine. Close up as hell. When Carson shows it, I want to compare magnification levels. Okay? Because those were some weak magnification levels the last round. I want to see if anyone's magnifying 50x, 75x. Because this is a great close-up cover. I rest my case.
George is saying he's counting Logan's nose hairs from here.
That's what, you know what I'm saying? You can count them.
Well, let's see what Carson Seawood 19 has got. Oops, sorry. For his close-up cover.
That was a really good cover. So for me, that was a fast 45 seconds too. I picked Batman 241, and as you can see, Batman is really close up on that cover there. So yeah, there's the whole cover right there. So yeah, that was a fast 45 seconds.
That's
Go
a
vote for Kenny's
great.
book.
That's a great cover. That is a great cover.
I should have took the Rob Worth strategy.
Just bring out a banger book and just hope to win them over, or bring out a giant baby. Bring out a giant baby. It's always a giant baby. I am dropping the link in the chat. You all got to decide who's going to be playing off against Rob Worst in the finals. Is it Comic Head with that Uncanny X-Men? Was it Seawood with that Batman? That Bake is saying I do love a good blue Batman.
True. Is that Adams? Neil Adams?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I think it is.
It's either that or Giordano.
Which issue is it?
It's 241. I was like, I thought about looking it up because it's right around that era.
Yeah, that's I have not seen that cover, but good rooftop running John? Cover too. What's that?
That's free, John.
This one, I didn't think it was. No. So now I gotta look up that one.
What now?
Uncanny 214.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like this is around his time, but maybe not.
Yeah, so Thunderhouse said Alan Davis. He might.
I thought that's what I was thinking it was. Wait, was it 213? Is that what you said? No.
13. Yep.
13. That's what it was. Sorry. Because I was looking at the one I just posted issue 214 on my Instagram today with that Barry Windsor Smith cover.
Yeah, buddy.
It's Adams and Wrightson on the one that TJ's saying on the Batman cover.
Wow.
There's Russian bots, Rob Worst.
I like this cover.
Let's see, 213. It says Alan Davis. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop. There's not even. I can't even see the background on this cover. So there is no background present on this cover. It's all close up.
Man, I think so. I think it was Alan Davis, and then we decided that was Wrightson and Adams. That's quite a combo. All right. Let's check in on the voting here. Who is playing in the finals against Rob Worst? Not near mint. Was it Kenny or Carson in round 3? Kenny's going. Comic Head 84.
I actually got 5 votes.
But,
Good book, Kenny. That was great.
Carson, my man.
The funny thing is, Carson actually pulled the better cover. It just wasn't close up enough. I love
Yeah,
that.
it was like 5 seconds to go. I'm like, fine.
It's definitely the better book.
Thank you so much, Seawood, for hanging out, man. I appreciate it, brother. And again, the link to Seawood's channel is down below. So make sure you check it in and subscribe. And we'll see you back here again soon, my brother.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. This has been awesome.
You're the man, Seawood.
Thanks, man.
All right, let's bring Rob back in and let's see what's going on at home.
And I just realized I need to actually. Okay, I forgot to do something. Sorry. Unruly with a little something is killing the children.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we know Unruly Simeon. That's definitely a big fan of his.
Magic Lasso stayed with the dad, so he went back to it.
What a cool cover, man! I've never seen this cover.
That's a close up.
D-Runk going back to Amazing Spider-Man, a little Scarlet Spider again. He always finds a way. Luke's Comics with the little World War Hulk close up of a foot. There you go.
Whoa.
That's funny.
We got a little
Eclipso.
Look,
That is very
damn,
close.
it comes
Well, that's
with
the
the
one-
comics everywhere.
That's the one with the actual like gem in it, right? The plastic gem, and it would like
Push
damage the
against
books in front of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She packed your books in too tight, and that was in there.
Little Spawn.
That's a great close-up cover for sure.
TJ with a little Boris Karloff.
Ooh, the
Whoa.
camera.
Yeah.
You win, TJ. That's awesome.
That's a
sweet.
beauty.
Old Wolf still hasn't figured out how to send us pictures.
I'll teach you, Tony. I got you. Ooh.
Simon R with a little Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. And
Ooh,
Spock with a little
Batman.
and Joker.
Like deceased. Nice.
Little DC.
Scary.
So I need you to drop it out, John.
Yeah. I'll let you do your thing. So we are going to give these two finals contestants a whole new set of ComicGories to choose from. They both still have their passes, and they can choose which of their runs they want to start with here in the finals. They do not need to continue on the same pattern they've had up to now. So they will have to make a decision this round number 1, just like last time, to make a goal of where they want to go for this whole series.
And they both still have their passes. So, all right. For this one, we got Word Bubble cover. We got Can Our Hero Survive cover. We got classic look. So we are in the first round, we had the alternate costume. Now we want the classic look of this character. We got overrated villain, and we got best trade dress, and finally love interest on our covers. If you have any questions about those ComicGories, and I can never my typo.
Kenny looks like he's sweating a little bit. Are you concerned about any of these, Kenny? You doing all right?
I think I got just what the doctor ordered, brother.
There you go. And Rob was nodding the whole time, like he's feeling some of these. Is that true, Rob?
I'm ready.
All right, let's randomize 3
Very
times.
much
Here,
feeling
JP.
something.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Can our hero survive? So, our heroes often seem to get into really sticky situations on the cover. Looks like they're down and out. They may not make it. So that's the kind of cover we're looking for. We're looking for our heroes in a really bad shape or a really bad situation. Can they survive this issue? Any questions about this cover? Seems like a fairly classic trope.
All right. Kenny, where do you want to start? Which of your 2 runs are you thinking?
I think the Spirit can cover this one.
All right. Bold decision, because if there's a playoff round, you're playing the Spirit for the playoff win. I like that.
That's right. Going bold, baby. Go big or go home.
Rob, what are you thinking?
I'm going Thor.
Ooh, Journey into Mystery Time. Okay, folks. We're back to 30-second rounds. This is round number 1 of the finals. They're looking for their best Can the Hero Survive cover. And their time starts now.
I have to say, I like these 2 choices for both of them. That means they kept the slalom going all the way through the game.
Right?
They went back. So each one they chose will be played 3 times if they go to the final thing. So
Still 16 seconds on the clock, gentlemen.
Here's
Yeah.
Spider.
I'm excited to see how that plays out. They got 9, 8,
He's still
7,
digging, he's still digging.
6, 5,
Rob's got a
4.
book.
Rob's ready.
Oh, no, where is
Kenny,
it?
2,
Hey,
1.
hey,
Kenny.
you got
Got it.
it.
I think he made it. I think he
All
made
right,
it.
We're
But
gonna give it to him. We're
He
gonna give
made
it
it.
close.
He made
It
it.
was
He made
close.
it. Let him play
was
the
close.
book.
I'm
Pretty
sweating here. I'm sweating. I don't know. I gotta take my headphones
Out of
off.
30 books, I can't believe I couldn't. I knew which one I was going to grab, and you figured out 30 books. It wouldn't be that hard. I'm like, where the hell?
We're gonna
I
gonna
have the
let
whole
you go
one. You
first.
have two. It's a great series.
We're gonna let you go first here, Kenny. Let's see your.
Okay.
Can the hero survive this cover?
Can our hero survive? Because per the trade dress, the spirit is shot. Brian Boland covers the duties here. The spirit has been shot. Is there a doctor in the house? Look at our hero.
Wow.
His face. I love that.
Our hero looks in tough shape here, man. There's a doctor in the house who I don't know if she's going to hurt or help the situation.
I was gonna say, I don't know if she's gonna
Past
be
that
helping.
needle. But the spirit has been shot, and Brian Boland, I think, brings this to life. Can our hero survive? He certainly poses that question on this magnificent issue of the spirit.
Wow. The tongue is my the tongue's
Yeah,
the
the
best part.
tongue.
Although that lady in the back has got a lot of assets.
Yeah, everyone's playing their part, you know.
The vixen. All right, well, let's see what Rob Wurst has got from Journey into Mystery.
I have to say that's a pretty rad Brian Boland cover. This is a Jack Kirby cover. This is part of the Thor run early on in it. And at this point, you already had the introduction of Mangog. Who the hell is Mangog? Well, you just saw him introduced with the God of Hammers storyline. So here we have Thor as he's just been grabbed by Mangog, who is the hatred
Wow.
of a billion people dead, now return back to this one creature filled with all their hatred, and he just got his grip on Thor. Will he survive? I mean, probably because it kept going after that.
It didn't end at
Really?
Now, was it
didn't-
the last of Thor? Was
157 isn't the end of the run.
It's the final issue. It's a billion beings. Thank you, David Thomas.
That's a great. I've never seen this cover, but wow, what a great
Third
Jack Kirby
appearance.
artwork. That is amazing.
Cool. I love my Mangog. Great villain that you'll probably never see in a movie.
No, you're talking about the villain. Gotcha. All right, I'm dropping the link in the chat. We have round 1 of the playoffs. We got Mangog versus the Spirit. You guys got to decide who won.
excellent.
That situation doesn't seem that dire. I feel like that's a Tuesday score. A monster grab by the waist. He's always dealing with that.
To be fair, whenever Mangog's name is mentioned, even Thor's daddy runs away going, "Oh my God, no, it's Mangog, run!"
Good rebuttal. I'll give you that.
Matt says, Rob, only because he's the best voice for the knockout and you're rehired. So there you
Well, thank you. And if you need a voiceover, think of Rob Wurst.
go. There's nobody like the worst.
Because I am the worst if you have to play against me.
I mean, yeah, sure. That's the way we're doing J Hood. And I don't know what I would pick here. Everybody looks doomed. Everybody looks in trouble.
Everyone is.
Yeah, that tongue really
He's
is.
at least going to break a couple
so
ribs.
good.
He looks like he's just, he looks like a cat that looks like he needs some milk. He's just tongue hanging out. Looks more like my dog.
He caught one right in the shoulder, man.
I do that every couple weeks, and I wind up smoking them out every weekend.
I love this. They do this a lot in the run where it's like interactive trade dress. Like the spirit is shot. It's part of the word balloon.
That's cool, but is Ragnarok coming? End of the
J Hood
world
says he
dudes!
can't. He says he can't in good conscience vote for these cheaters.
I'm a total cheater. Hey, it's not cheating unless you get caught.
That's
Yeah.
fair. All right, round 1 in the books. Kenny versus Rob. Who won? Rob Wurst by 2.
I guess
Very
will.
close.
You got to give me some credit for how on the
Oh, it just updated. You still
spirit
just
covers have been.
They've been
Updated
great.
English.
They've been bangers.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
But they've
those
been
are
so
awesome. Those are
accurate to the category. That's what's funny.
Great choices. Although, I would say D-Ronk went with one of my personal favorites for that. For this would be for this category.
Right.
The ASM 33.
That's great.
Unruly going a little Conan. I'm not even sure Conan's so stressing against this giant thing. You know, it's like he said that's a Tuesday for Thor. I think that's a Wednesday for Conan. For sure. Mad little Venom having the upper
great
hand.
one.
Yeah.
Great choice.
Newsstand.
Steve Jewell with Ghost Rider with a
Ugh.
something through his skull. I don't know what's going on there. But
He was a little too close to that javelin company.
yeah, that looks like it might hurt a little bit.
Just walk it off.
Justice League
Right.
all laid out here.
Ooh, is that the Red Tornado?
I believe it is, yes. Got Luke's Comics with another World War Hulk.
Another Hulk versus Thing comic too.
We got TM Nerdy with a little Detective Comics Batman with the Joker behind him and a gun in his face. TJ going with some more ASM. Peter being thrown out a window.
The Prowler.
Wolf Gaming, I guess the picture didn't come through. I tried to click on it, but it didn't come through. I think this was still a little late. Thunderhouse was a little behind. And we got
That's a great close-up.
with a little X-Men love.
There it is.
All right.
That's a good one.
All right.
All right.
Still 2 passes out there. Nobody's passed on anything yet. Now they're jumping over to the other run. Let's see what they get.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Love interest. We're looking for that love interest of your character. Or depending on the book run you're going with, there might be multiple options here, multiple characters that could have a love interest. Any question about this particular choice? So we got Kenny back on X-Men. We got Rob back on Fantastic Four.
Anybody feel like they want to pass on this option? Kenny, you look like you're having some thoughts about love interests. What are you thinking?
You know, I'm weighing my options here. Love interest. X-Men certainly has, some of the best romances in the game,
Yep.
And I was tempted to maybe think of passing, but you know what? Since I'm really, if I make it to the 3rd round, I'm working with the Spirit, a limited amount of bullets in the chamber. I think if I'm going to be flexible, I'm going to need that flexibility in round 3. So I'm going to go with romance, whatever this love interest.
Love interest. All right.
Yeah.
He's sticking with it. He's playing it out. I like the strategy going on here. Rob, are you feeling good about this? You don't want to pass on this one? You're playing Fantastic Four. Obviously,
I have like everything. Why not? Let's do this.
All right. He's confident. He won round 1, but can he do it again? These gentlemen are looking for their best love interest cover. They're going to have 30 seconds to find it, and that time starts now. Man, I could see the thought process going on for Kenny there.
Definitely debating whether or not that's where he wanted to go. So I like it though. I like he knows he's a little bit limited with the Spirit. So saving that pass.
15 seconds still. Yeah. Save that he's got to have the option to pass in that round, right?
I feel like there's a lot of options in that X-Men run. There's
7,
there's
6,
a lot of good books
5,
in there.
4, 3, 2. Kenny, you got the one you want? He's had a few.
Yeah. I seen him
Yeah,
later.
Oh, yeah, I'm putting them away. I'm going with this one.
He went with the one. He's got the one he wants. Okay, well, Rob's going to go first this time around. Rob, what is your love interest cover?
Well, I don't like them girls that don't. I better stop talking. Hey, it's Thundra. She has birthing hips. She gets them thick, and we love the Thundra.
I mean,
and look, you have the Thing being wrestled between her and Medusa. You have 2 sexy, hot women that could kill you.
right?
I'm into that kind of thing. What can I say? Some people take pictures of close-ups of Hulk's feet. I like Thundra.
The
Just me.
Thundra from Down Under.
I could be wrong.
Oh man. Two ladies and the Thing. There's some
Yeah,
love
does that
interest
count as
going on there.
bondage?
I mean, or a good time.
Who's the love interest on that cover? I'm confused.
The love interest is the Thing, and you have these two beautiful women fighting over him.
Everybody wants the Thing.
Oh, he's a
I
married
want
man.
that Thing.
Well, let's see what Comic Heads got from the Uncanny X-Men run.
You know what makes someone your love interest? That's your ride or die. You're down to go through hell and back, and nothing signifies that as much as these two. You could choose them smooching. I could choose their wedding or whatever. No, shows the love. Back to back, clothes tattered, fighting till the end together. Nothing shows the love interest between these two characters than this right here, the bond of battle.
Arm in arm, wrapped around each other.
Look at that. Till the bitter end, brother. That's love.
Hey, wasn't she possessed and just murdered like 1 billion aliens from another planet?
Even that can't stop love. Bro.
That in turn Cyclops.
I was gonna say she lost possession in the last issue, right? So she's back to normal Jean now.
Yeah, she's in the classic look, you could say.
Yep.
I don't know, Kenny. There's nothing hotter to me than genocide,
Well,
especially on an interstellar level.
I'm dropping the link in the chat, folks. You got to decide, did Rob Worst close this out and win gold medal, or did Comic Head push for the finals?
Don't forget to vote. Let's not make it too close.
That's
yeah.
right.
Just close enough. I wouldn't mind having it be a tie and do this all over again. I could do this all night.
This is romance. That looks like some Jerry Springer drama.
Oh, man. Come on. This is 2022. We need a little bondage and kink in our lives. I don't know about you, but I don't like this vanilla garbage. And come on, who's the most vanilla person in all comics other than Scott before he gets with Emma? That's the most
Even then,
boring
he's still the
relationship.
most vanilla person in all
I was
comics.
gonna say, you're asking JP. He's with you on that whole thing. As somebody that's allergic to chocolate, I like vanilla.
Yeah.
Don't be shaming
Right.
my vanilla, man.
I already know who won.
It's not a romance. Cyclops won't even take off his sunglasses and look Jean in the
Yeah.
eyes.
Hey, Black Cat didn't even like Spider-Man to take his hood off.
Well, that's because she realized that it was probably an inappropriate relationship when she did.
Oh my God, you're human?
Are you a teenager? All right, folks, let us take a look. Let's jump into the results here. Round 2 in the books. Kenny versus Rob. Who won?
Kenny.
It was Kenny. We're going to the
All right,
finals,
round
folks.
3,
We're going to the
baby.
finals here.
Congratulations, Kenny.
All the marbles.
All the marbles. Spirit versus Journey into Mystery for all the marbles.
Oh
folks.
man.
Ooh.
We did
With the odds.
Lasso did stay with his Dazzler every other round, loving it. Yeah, Simon R with a little Spider-Man
Marvel
team up.
more team up. Yeah, man.
You know,
Yellow Jacket and the
Yellow
Wasp.
Jacket and
Ooh.
Wasp. Mr. Comics 89 going back to his Superman. Lois in a wheelchair.
I don't remember that story
I
arc.
don't remember that either, but Unruly saying she's my love interest.
You know.
Wow. There you go. There you go, my man. That looks more like a close-up
Archie
cover to me.
would be like literally any girl that walks by would be Archie's love interest.
I mean, that's
So,
very fair.
got a little Elektra and Matt Murdock on the What If from TM.
There you go, TM. Nice, my man.
TJ breaking out a little Supergirl getting dragged to like her wedding
Wow.
against her will.
Oh damn.
That's cold.
There's Spider. Wait, I'm 27.
Dolce with a little Angela and Spawn.
Oh man.
George with a. with a
Hey, I will happily jump in there with my girl Wonder Woman. Diana can carry me off Pieta cover style.
Got a little Human Target.
That's a great cover. Great negative space cover.
I don't think. Oh yeah, we got
Geeky Mama Bear, what's going on? Ooh, MJ and Spidey. There you
I never seen
go.
that. That's cool.
Nice. Geeky. That's Geeky Mama Bear. Thank you for sharing.
And then Wolfganging. Oh, he sent me the previous one. I just got him copied over. So,
Gotcha. Awesome.
Got him followed back so he could send photos. So, all right.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Fine. Everybody's got a pass. We'll see what we get here.
Narrow this down if they want to. So,
and that Dave Thomas that you have in the chat there, you definitely want to get him on this show.
Oh yeah, he keeps throwing down. Now, Dave, if you're on Instagram, hit me up, my man. If you're not, leave a comment on this video when it's posted, and I'll get back to you, my sir.
There's only one person he could play against, and that's Mr. White Gloves.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Maybe we need that matchup.
Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3. Overrated villain. We're looking for an overrated villain in this run. So, everybody, the villain, you're like, this villain's not that good. Everybody talks about him, but they're not really that great a villain. That's what we're looking for here. We want your most overrated villain. I feel like Kenny's contemplating here because, but
you want to see this?
I'm suspecting that this chat couldn't name even his properly rated villains. Never mind his overrated. So I'm gonna opt for the pass. On
that overrated villain on the Spirit.
Get it out of here.
I kind of thought that might be coming when that one came up. So
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Kenny no longer has his pass. Rob can still control the board a little bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Classic look. We're looking for that classic look of this character. Looking as sharp as they can go.
Anybody have any thoughts on this one?
Nodding going on. I think they're both feeling good about this one.
Ooh, they like it. Kenny doesn't get a choice. Rob, you're in.
I'm running the Silver Age here. It's all the silver.
Original classic look. All right, so this is the final round. This is for all the marbles. They get 45 seconds. We're looking for their best classic look cover, and that time starts now. I think that was a very effective pass by Kenny.
I do too. I thought when that one came up, I thought, if that had come up like on X-Men, Kenny would have had lots of options that depending on which ones he thought about. But with the Spirit, nobody really knows those villains. So
30 seconds still on the clock. Kenny looks like he's done. He looks like he's got some choices. That pass might have determined the whole options of what he's got here. 20 seconds on the clock for Rob. Oh, and he looks like he's ready. He's looking over his choice. Kenny, you good with your choice? You still deciding?
Love it. I love my choice.
Oh, Rob looks ready. Kenny looks ready. Still 5 seconds if Rob wants to make an adjustment, but nope, he looks ready to go. So let's close it out here, folks. This is for all the marbles for the gold medal. We're going alphabetically, and that means Comic Head 84 is going first with his classic look.
Classic look. And just to emphasize of how on point this cover is about to be is what you need to keep in mind is that this is a run from 2007. Okay, that's why we got the Brian Bolins, the Darwin Cooks. Out of this 30-issue run, there was one issue that Joe Kubert did the cover for.
Oh,
wow.
Classic hero of this Golden Age, Silver Age. Joe Kubert came off the bench for a classic variant cover, whatever, in this 2007 run, and just epitome of classic spirit, dude. Beating up these goons in that classic, as Biggie would call him, Joey Long D. Joe. I'm gonna keep it PG, man. But there,
I love it.
You got a little trade dress interaction. The guys crashed into the trade dress.
Oh yeah, that is great.
This book always like stands out in such contrast to like the Bruce Timms and the Darwin Cooks in the run, and this one just stands out like, whoa, it's such a throwback.
So much more like the Eisner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. Is he beating up 5 guys there? 4 guys? Jeez.
4 guys? Yeah.
Yeah, it's light work for him, man.
All right. Well, let's jump over to Rob Worst because he's got some Journey into Mystery.
That I do. In fact, it is the very final issue of Journey into the Mystery. is the classic cover from Jack Kirby showing the original costume of both Thor and Hercules. Hercules in his second appearance here. And this is also when you kind of wind up getting little Thor down here, kind of revealing to Jane Foster, shh, I'm Thor. Yeah, we know.
Look at that old school Hercules costume, man. That is classic.
And how could you not know that Hercules wasn't gay? Look at him.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He has his mace. He's using the mace there. It's very Spartacus-esque.
He seems
He's
like
very
a
strong in his stick.
Wait, ref, you can't go between Journey into Mystery and Mighty Thor
Journey into the mystery.
with the Mighty Thor.
With the
Yeah,
mighty Thor.
This is very controversial.
All right, I am dropping the link in the chat, folks. Gold medal is on the line. Who has the best classic look cover?
I don't know where the chat's gonna go on this one. These are two.
It could go either way. I mean,
Yeah, I
the
think this one could go
audience
either way.
tonight, you got a lot of readers, you got a lot of old fans, you got a lot of new fans, you
mean-
got a lot of Kubert fans, you got a lot of Kirby fans.
Yeah. I not realizing they had the Eisner style cover on the Spirit. That's a great pull by Kenny. And then I'm going with and that is the classic Hercules look right there. But going with Hercules versus Thor
And
is
the Thor look, right?
a
Yeah.
bold choice. I mean, the Thor look is there, but it's the smaller thing, the focus on the Hercules. We'll see.
Hey, and it's the original look of whoever this
The
dude
other
is
guy
over
from
Yeah,
there.
who's he fighting?
Somebody that probably isn't very culturally appropriate today.
Probably not.
Yeah.
So
Chat
close.
saying it's
Don't
very
forget
close.
to vote, everybody.
Yeah, drop
Wait, you-
click on that link, drop over there and give us a vote. Who won the gold medal tonight?
Vote for the guy with glasses.
It looks
Wait a
like
second.
one of our judges just arrived. What is going on, Kyle? We were trying to decide who has the best classic look cover. We got Rob Wurst with the Journey into Mystery final issue classic Hercules and Thor costumes, or the Will Eisner inspired Spirit issue with a classic throwback artist giving you the original style costume for the Spirit. This is for the gold medal, my man. All or nothing.
Go with gold by going with Silver Age.
I
Yes,
honestly,
I don't know. I don't know where they're going. I'd be curious to see where this chat goes on this one because
I have no
think it
idea.
could go
Yeah.
either way for sure.
absolutely.
Two great choices. You guys rocked it. All four of them.
I
had
can't
great
believe
choices for all of these.
I was looking forward tonight
I think
so
match
much.
these categories, but there was pretty much one for each category for Spirit.
There you go. So you did all right with that challenging option.
And you got the one pass you were worried about and got rid of it. And you
Yep.
How many
Yeah.
passes
Yeah.
did I use? I forget.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, folks, this is it. The ComicGories Slalom gold medalist is, if I can find the, there it is. Rob Wurst.
Worst.
Congratulations,
Oh,
Rob.
me, I guess. I win something.
Huge thank you to you both for playing this game all the way to the finals. Every single round accounted for. Slalom the entire way back and forth.
Yes. You guys,
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats to you, Rob.
Hey, it's
Sorry, D-Runk.
I couldn't have lost to a more valiant opponent. I think I even mentioned to John when he told me the lineup. I was like, "Oh, damn, Rob Wurst." I was like, "He's a run collector. Like, he has all the runs."
But I don't have everything.
But
Yeah.
I'm just happy that the Spirit run held up a bit because I truly love that. I even have the #1 signed by the man Darwin Cook.
Look at
I actually
that.
thought you might go with
980.
that one for the classic look, honestly. But yeah,
I would
I
have.
didn't know that other one existed though. So
That would have beaten me.
Yeah, maybe I should have pulled out the slabby goodness, but yeah, man, I love that run. It treated me well, and I had a blast as always.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate Matt coming back again. We appreciate She Would. But congratulations to Rob, our gold medalist tonight.
And
Thank
I'm going to
you
be
all so much for having me on.
I've got the gold medals here, so I will be shipping those out after our final event in 2 weeks when we have the pairs comic sharing, our first team event. And we're going to have a whole crazy packed panel full of community members working in teams of 2 to show off 2 books, and the combined score from those is what we're going to be looking at for the winner for that event. The links for all these awesome channels is down below. These are great community members. You should definitely be subscribing and checking out all the things that they make. We will be back here in 2 weeks for the Pairs Comic Share event. And until we see you all then, I hope everybody has a great time. And good luck in winning your own personal gold medals, man.